When Todd was 8 months old, we were told he would require institutional care for the rest of his life, and that we as parents should forget about him and have another baby.
But I proved that doctor wrong. I'm Todd. I have 2 degrees in political science. I'm a consultant, a subject matter specialist in the NDIS, and a political activist.
Todd's written for The Conversation, the Brisbane Times.
He's been on ABC TV and radio talking about politics. He's presented on a major national conference on disability.
And he's taught at the University of the Sunshine Coast.
And the University of Queensland.
He's made an enormous difference in so many people's lives.
But if I hadn't received the support I needed when I was little, there's no way I'd be here telling you my story today.
We knew that those early years of Todd's life were crucial, and we knew the sooner we could get him the support he needed,
the bigger the positive impact on him.
So we organised a speech pathologist,
a physiotherapist,
and an occupational therapist for him from a very young age. We read everything we could, and we spoke to anyone who knew anything about cerebral palsy.
We also needed a counsellor to help us through our journey. We reached out.
Todd also had amazing educators.
They had high expectations and they challenged him. Like us, they could see his potential.
They adapted the way they communicated with him so that he still had a voice, even though he wasn't able to talk yet.
I didn't learn to talk until I was about 4 years old. I was first taught to communicate my needs and feelings using a board with symbols on it.
It was wonderful, and I felt so humbled by their efforts.
A particular educator worked with me to train and develop my memory to compensate for not being able to hold a pen. I don't quite have a photographic memory, but it's pretty close. Those skills enabled me to graduate university. Every single day, I use those techniques that I learned as a child. I'm really grateful.
Todd's story is an example of why early identification and intervention with a multidisciplinary team approach is so important.
It literally changes lives.
I'm happily married. I have a wonderful career and great friends. But if it weren't for my parents being persistent, for them never giving up, my life would be very different.
Todd is a credit to himself, but it wasn't easy.
We spent a lot of time in the car driving Todd to appointments and to different clinics.
He was 24/7 at home with care and support, and we also had another child to raise.
But what we learnt was to work as a team and get each other through.
Of course we'd do it all again, but families shouldn't have to fight for support.
If support for children with disability was available in early learning centres, what a difference that would have made for us.
What a difference it would make for children and families. All children should have amazing educators and therapists like I did. People who have the training and resources to know how to best support children with disability.
Todd is one person, and just look at all the positive influence he is providing.
Because he got the support he needed from early in his childhood.
Imagine all the potential in children we could unleash. All the good that would be done if we had an early education and care system that supported them.